Hi, fourth graders. Happy Friday before break. I know you're probably looking forward to your week next week. For today's number talk, I thought we'd do another plotting of fractions and decimals on the number line. So what I'd like you to do is take a look at the different numbers I'm about to show you. If you have a number line at home, go ahead and draw it and then try and plot them on the number line where you think they should go. And then you can compare it to my answer up here. So the numbers I'd like you to look at, sorry, we have a loud baby today and some brothers who think he's funny. I want you to look at the numbers 1/3, 2 1/8, 1 75/100, and 6/10. So go ahead and draw your number line on a piece of paper at home. And then I want you to press pause and try and plot these numbers onto your open number line. Then go ahead and compare what you have with what I'll show you here in a second. Once you're ready, go ahead and unpause and we'll take a look at the reasoning behind where these numbers should go. So first of all, as I look at my numbers here, I see that they're not all below 1. There are some that are greater than 1 whole. In fact, I know that this number is greater than 1 whole, and I know that this number is greater than 2 whole. So for my number line today, I need to extend it all the way up to number 3. So once I have my number line ready to go, 1, 2, 3, I can go ahead and start figuring out where to plot these different numbers. I'm going to go ahead and start with 1/3. I know 1/3 is less than 1 whole because it's only one part out of 3. And in order to figure out one piece out of 3 or one part out of 3, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this 1 whole is divided up into thirds. So I'm going to go ahead and plot 1/3 right here on my number line. Next, I'm going to go ahead and look at 6/10 because I know that's also less than 1. 6/10 is the same as 60% if I was looking at percentages. Also the same as 6/10 like this if I were looking at it in terms of a fraction. So as I look back at my number line over here, I know that 2/3 would be here, and 1/3, we have a repeating decimal here, but we know that 1/3 is 0.33333. We know that 2/3 is 0.66667, right? So I know that 6/10 is going to be a little bit smaller than this. I also know that it's greater than 1/2, which is equivalent to 5/10. So I know that it's actually going to fall a little closer to 2/3, but in between 1/2 and 2/3. So I'm going to go ahead and put it about right here. So I'll say this is 0 6/10. Then for, I'm going to do 1 75/100 next because that would be my next lowest number. 1 75/100, I know that 75/100 is equivalent to 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and break up my second whole number here from 1 to 2 into 4 pieces. And I know that 1 75/100 would go right here. And then finally for 2 1/8, again, I'm looking at a number greater than 2. I'm going to go ahead and break up my between 2 and 3, I'm going to go ahead and break it up into eighths. And I know that right here would be my 2 1/8 mark. So take a look at where you place these on your number line and see if you had the same as me. Have a great spring break.